You've been told that consistency is everything, but if you're being consistent doing the wrong thing, it's not going to work. In this episode, I'm breaking down why showing up every day isn't enough and what actually creates growth, momentum, and sales, which is exactly what you want in your business. I know it. I've seen women post every day for months and still not making a bunch of sales. Not because they're lazy, or uncommitted, but because they are focusing on the wrong actions. And I've also seen the opposite, women showing up less on social media, but with clarity, a real strategy, authority, and scaling to six figures way faster than anyone expected. Hi, I'm Gwen. I've taught hundreds of women just like you how to build their businesses, how to scale them online by blending energetic strategy and mindset work to build holy shit, I can't believe this is mine. Multi six figure business. That's exactly how I wake up every morning thinking, oh my God, holy shit, this is my business. And today I'm talking about why consistency is not key. Okay. It is not the thing that will grow your business. Right now, you might be either posting consistently and you hearing crickets. Maybe you're showing up every day and you're feeling like it's still not paying off. When is it going to pay off? Maybe you're wondering, what more can I do? Because you're doing all of the right thing, all of the thing that you thought you were supposed to be doing. And you've probably heard that success is all about consistency. How many times did I hear that? And listen, it is important. Okay, it's important, but not on its own. It's not important to just be consistent, because if you consistently doing things that don't move the needle, you're just reinforcing what's actually not working. And that's never going to give you another result than what it's actually giving you. It's not about you having to be consistently showing up. Okay? Like, you can't be available 24/7, posting content 3 times a day on social media. Well, you could if you love it, but it's not like you have to. And you can see that you're a smart cookie. Like, you can see that. You can see and you follow people on social media who post once every 5 days, and you see people who post 3 times a day. Okay. So what it's about, and they're both successful, let's say, what it's about, it's more about doing the right things consistently, but we're going to also talk about what are those right things. Those right things, okay, the things that match where you are at in your business, which is not where I am at, most probably, which is not where Caroline or Emily or Lisa is at in their business. And so you trying to do the same strategy as everyone else. And that's why sometimes it's hard to be in a program where there is only one strategy available and taught, because everyone is doing the same strategy. And obviously only 5% of the people are going to have the result, because only 5% of the people need the same strategy. Okay. Which is very easy to understand. Like, it needs to match where you're at in your business, but also it needs to match your goals. Okay. Same. Emily, Alexandra, everyone else has different goals. Okay. And it's not just the money, like, it's also about how do we want to feel making this money, or what do we want to buy with this money. Like, actually, like, the goals are way further. Like, it's not about just the money. Of course we want to make a bunch of it because it's very helpful, but it's not just about that. And of course, doing the right thing, those things are going to match also your strategy and your energy. When you have my type of energy, you're going to do things a certain way. When you have your type of energy, you're going to do stuff a certain way. When you have your business goal or your strategy, you're going to do things a certain way because you have a strategy, let's say, that includes ads, or that includes passive income, or that includes an evergreen funnel, or that includes Instagram or a podcast. Like, of course, what you're going to have to do is going to be very different. So when you are consistent with the wrong things, you're not just reinforcing bad strategy, okay? You're reinforcing your limiting beliefs, all of the limiting beliefs that you have, and it's normal to have a lot of them. If you didn't know, building your own business is personal development on steroids, okay? So of course you have limiting belief and they're going to show up. But so what you're doing when you consistently doing the wrong thing is that you're reinforcing also the identity of nothing works for me. You're reinforcing the way you've always shown up and the result you've always gotten. And so, of course, you get the same result. Okay, it becomes a loop. You take the same action, you get the same result, you feel more discouraged, and you prove yourself right. I'm trying again and again. And again, I have exactly the same result, because that's not consistency. Okay, that's self-sabotage on autopilot. You are just sabotaging yourself on autopilot every single month. So why consistency isn't enough? Okay. Number one, you have to be consistent with the right thing. Okay, I'm sure you understand that now. Like posting daily, it doesn't matter if your content isn't aligned or strategic. Okay, selling all the time, like people are saying like, oh, you should be selling every day, and I agree. Like in some ways, not selling, like sometimes buy my stuff, but like sometimes it can be offer awareness, talking about a client call or whatever. But selling all the time, it won't work if your offer isn't positioned well. So you may have an offer that is not positioned well, and you can talk about this offer every day, but people, when they click on it, they're like, no, that's not what I want. So the question isn't, am I consistent? It's, am I consistent with what actually moves the needle? So what is going to move the needle? And at one point, we have to also be realistic. Sometimes we don't know what is going to move the needle. That's why we have coaches and mentors. It's not because we have a problem in our business that we are having support. For example, like in my business right now, everything is wonderful. I'm not going to plug out of mentorship because everything is good. That is really like a behavior of someone that doesn't understand business growth. This is a subject for another day. So the number two thing that I want to talk about is that being consistent with low quality content, okay, it won't create sales. You know it, like posting something every day. If you're posting every day just to check a box, it's not a strategy. Or if you're posting every day, but honestly, your content is shit, like it is just shit, And it's hard to have a good look at your content once again. And like seeing the problem, okay, seeing why it's not working. And that's why like every single business owners who see growth has a business coach or a mentor, okay, because you can't change what you can't see. Okay, sometimes I ask my coach, can you look at my Instagram and tell me X, Y, and Z, because I'm just like, I can't see it, And then either she reinforced what I was thinking already, or she gives me another point of view. But if your content is not giving you results, there is a reason. Okay. And posting more of the same isn't going to help you here have different results. If your content isn't clear, people, they won't convert no matter how often you show up. The number three thing here is that you need a strategy. Okay. You don't need just discipline. Okay. Consistency, discipline. Sometimes we feel, okay, I need to have more discipline. I need to have more tapas if you studied yogic philosophy. But this is not just this. Okay. There's not just this. You can't just have discipline and consistency. You need the strategy. Because if you have discipline without directions, okay, you're going to lead to burnout. It's the same that if you want to work out, let's say, and you're like, okay, so I'm going to work out. I want to be healthier. I want to be stronger. I want to be like this. Okay, so I'm going to do this workout video. And every day you do this 15-minute workout video. And you see no results, which you've been patient, like, it doesn't take 2 minutes. But let's say since 4 months, you're doing the same video and you don't see any effect. And then you just keep going. But then suddenly you ask one of your friends who is a fitness instructor to look at the video and tell you like, is that what you should be doing? And he's like, well, of course no. Like this is a workout for someone who, I'm just inventing, someone who is 80 years old, who doesn't even have the strength that you have. So because you already have the strength and the flexibility to be able to do this workout, that's why it doesn't change anything for you, because that's too easy. You need to have this, you need to do this, you need to do this leg workout, you need to do this, You ask the genius, the person has actually studied this, that it's their zone of genius, to tell you. You stop doing the same thing over and over again. I think that makes sense. Because you're going to do a lot, okay? But it's like moving air. Nothing happens. You can do it every day, like this workout that is like this, that is super easy, or that is not helping you gain what you want. Your results are not going to change. When you know what to focus on, okay, showing up consistently actually works. Wow. Boom. Revelation. I know, right? Like it just feels like sometimes it's, what do I need to focus on? Yeah. And this, no one from Instagram, and I want you to know, okay, even when you read my content, I want you to know that no one on Instagram can tell you what you should be focusing on right now. Okay. Except like your coach, your mentor, someone who actually knows your business, because there are so many things. And I feel like sometimes with social media now, we have been reducing so much, like saying, if you want to make 10K a month, do this. If you want to make more money, have whatever, and it is not like this. Okay. But when you know what you need to focus on for your business, your goal, your life, where you're at, all of this stuff, boom, revelation. You can do this consistently. And yes, after the 4 months, you will have had results. Okay. Same as your workout. I just see it all the time. Okay. And our biggest obstacle, I think, is ourselves. Okay. That's what I was saying, like building your business. This is personal development on steroid. It's also part of the fact that you probably change strategy every 2 months, or even if it's every 5 months. You don't have a coach or mentor for more than 6 months. You're wondering why no one knows your business and can tell you the things about your business, because it takes time, Like, I'm in a mastermind now for 5 months. I feel that now she starts to know my business, my voice, how I talk, what are my things. It takes time, like for someone. You can't just ask someone to jump in your business, know absolutely everything, know how you function. Like, it is an exchange, okay? It's not one way, like coaching, mentoring, okay? And so if you are changing strategies all the time, or if you are prescribing yourself strategies, not even knowing what is correct for you, then of course this is the result that you have, and it's fine. Okay. It's fine. You don't have to like slap your face in the face right now, but you have to just like be very honest with yourself. Like, this is where you are at. This is what you have been doing. And if you want to have other results, like, you need to change this. I had so many people in the last 12 months, but like honestly ever, just telling me like I have been stuck for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years growing my business. And all the time that I ask them, like, who did you work with? Or like, I don't actually say that. That would be a lie. But like, I kind of ask them, what have you done like so far? And they never tell me like, I've been in this group program, having support from someone, or being in a mastermind. Like, no. And that's probably why also they were not having result. And sorry, not sorry, but like, what do you expect? If it was that easy to grow a business online and to make multi six figures a year, do you think not everyone would be there? Yeah. So, changing. When you have this strategy, yeah, that you absolutely love, like, and this is one of the things I absolutely love doing with my client, is finding out what is going to be the strategy that they're like, oh my God, yes, like, I want to create an offer like this. I want to sell like this. I want to communicate like this, and just absolutely loving what they are doing. And I've said this like recently a lot more, because I find that this is helpful for so many of my clients to also see it, that I have done all of the strategies. Yeah. So from low ticket ads, blah, 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 like all of those things, calls, no calls, whatever. For me, it was very helpful to discover what I wanted, but also to learn. I feel that was my purpose, to do all of this, so I can teach all of this now to my clients. So if I have a client who needs passive income, a client who already has, let's say, a community who's already selling, but she wants to just have passive income, she needs to step out of her business, she has like problems or whatever, like, I know exactly what she needs to do. I can teach her exactly how to do it. And then we put it in place. But I'm not going to teach this to everyone. Someone else's strategy, like, they're so outgoing, they want to speak on social media, they want to speak on stages, they want to be known, like, we're going to have an entire different strategy. This, finding the strategy that you absolutely love, is not easy. But when you have it and you work on your mindset to believe that you are a fucking genius at what you're doing, that you're energetic, okay, how you show up, how people perceive you is in line with this, and then that you embody, meaning you take the action of this person, your business is going to blow up. Yeah, I have zero doubt. Like, can't tell you exactly from just a screen, or a mic, like what you need if you're not one of my high proximity client, obviously. And to come back to consistency, it would not matter if you have been posting 4 days a week or 6 days a week. If you have a strategy that you absolutely love, you show up in your business, you just loving it, your mindset is on track, you're working on it, I promise it won't matter. It won't matter if for 4 days you haven't posted on social media. Who cares? Who cares? Number 4, your action must match your business stage. And that's something that I talked a little bit, but I really wanted quickly to say that what works at 1K month, 5K months won't work at 10K months, 20K months, 50K months, and so on. You can't keep doing beginner level strategies, beginner level, I'm not taking care of my mindset, like, I don't need it, and expect to make big, big money. And something that I have shared and that comes to my mind also because I want to be in full alignment with what I say here, is that I have not done really mindset work consciously until after hitting six-figure year. So I was already making six-figure per year when I started to work on my mindset, which helped me go beyond this. But why I didn't need it, I don't know. Okay, I can't tell you. But I think that what I've seen with people, my clients or colleagues, like people that I know that I work with, is that people who have worked on personal development before, and I have gone further before working on their mindset, if that makes sense. So we have like all the different thresholds where we are in a plateau and then all the strategy in the world is not going to help you. The number 5 here, and that's my last point, is that energetics embodiment, it matters as much as everything else, okay? Because you can post daily. You can have the best messaging. I can write your entire messaging for you, okay? And you're going to be like, oh my God, Gwen, like, are you in my head? It's exactly what I want to say. I'm saying this because all of my clients are telling me this every single day. And you will be like, yes, oh my God. But if your energy is repelling, if your energy is not attracting and matching and aligning with what you're saying, you can be saying all of the right thing for someone to buy, but still be fronting, desperate, disconnected, and you can be as consistent as you want. You will probably still not make any sales because it's not just about the words, you know it. Consistency in content, it won't override misalignment in identity or in embodiment, because people, they don't just respond to what you do, okay? They respond to who you are, how you show up. They're like, oh my God, yes, like this is what I need. This is who I want to be around. You can't out consistent a lack of clarity of strategy of alignment, okay? Because success comes from combining consistent aligned action with smart strategy, with intentional energy, with a powerful positioning, powerful mindset. If you are, and I know you are, ready to stop spinning your wheels, always trying to know, like, what do I need to do, and build a business that grows beyond consistency, Elevate, my 6 months program, is amazing. Like it's exactly for this type of woman that I've built it. This program has evolved so much over the years, which is like completely something else at the moment. I love it. That's the place where we'll craft your ecosystem of offers, your unique, entirely unique strategy, and upgrade your mindset. There was a program around mindset in it. There was a program around sales. There was a program Elevate with all of the amazing modules you could dream of to build a business to multi six figures. And by the way, I am doing a masterclass in a few days on April 18th that will lead also to talking about Elevate, by the way, as a little hint. It's called Why People Aren't Buying Yet, and the 3 things to do to change that immediately. I'm so excited about hosting this. Like, you have to sign up, and to come, you're going to gain so much clarity. You can grab your free spot of the masterclass at businesswithgwen.com/masterclass. Thank you so much for listening, for being here. And yeah, I love all of you to be moving your ass. Like, it's not nothing, okay? And it's not for the weak person to be building a business. So good on you to do what you're doing. It's hard, okay? Thanks for today to listen to why consistency isn't the thing that will grow your business. If you liked today's episode, be sure to subscribe, put a review. Don't miss any future trainings like this. Bye, everyone.